Right now, your body is aging faster than it needs to. You might not see it yet, but deep inside your cells, a quiet battle is happening, a battle between youth and time. Most people think aging shows only on the outside, in wrinkles or gray hair, but aging starts at the smallest levels inside your body, inside every cell, every organ, and every system. Scientists measure something called biological age, and that can be older than your real age by years if your habits are working against you. And what's shocking is that one very common habit most people do every single day may be speeding up this process more than anything else, sometimes even more than smoking or too much sugar. Research now shows that the hours we spend staring at screens, the way we arrange our daily routines, and how we treat our bodies can quietly chip away at our health, our skin, and even our brain. Excessive screen time keeps us sitting too long, slows down our metabolism, weakens muscles, disrupts sleep rhythms, and may even change how our skin ages under blue light exposure. The modern world has made this habit normal, but normal doesn't mean harmless. And this is just the beginning of what you're about to learn. In this video, you will discover exactly what that habit is, why it speeds up aging from the inside out, and how it affects your body at a cellular level. You will learn the science behind how daily behaviors like sitting too much, staring at a phone or computer for hours, and pushing your body into stress mode every morning can make your biological clock tick faster. You'll also find out the signs you might already be seeing in your body that show you are aging early without even realizing it. But most importantly, by the end of this video, you'll understand simple, powerful changes you can start right away that slow aging down and help your body stay younger and stronger for longer. This is not about expensive creams or impossible routines. This is about everyday life and the choices you make from morning to night. What you'll hear in this video may surprise you. Some of it goes against common beliefs about aging. Some facts are barely talked about, and yet they have real evidence backing them. You'll find out why late nights scrolling before bed aren't just stealing sleep, but actually interrupt the repair cycle your body needs to stay healthy. You'll see how prolonged sitting is linked to changes deep inside your muscles and organs that make your body older than your calendar age. And you'll learn how small shifts in habits can actually reverse some of that damage. So watch this video till the end, because the insights in the next few minutes could change how you live every day. The goal isn't just to look younger, but to feel stronger, move better, think sharper, and give your body the tools it needs to fight back against aging. Real change starts with knowledge, and that's exactly what you're about to get. Welcome to the channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button now so you don't miss out on eye-opening health truths, science-backed explanations, and simple tips that can transform the way your body ages. Stay focused because what comes next will make you rethink everything you thought you knew about everyday habits and aging. Aging is something most people think they understand at first glance because they look in the mirror or see a few gray hairs and assume they know what aging means. But aging is not just about wrinkles around your eyes or hair turning white. It is about how your body works deep on the inside, where most people never pay attention until something begins to go wrong. And that is exactly why this matters so much, because your body's real age is not the number of birthdays you have had. It is the condition of your cells, your organs, your tissues, your metabolism, and the way your body responds to stress every single day. And these internal processes can speed up or slow down depending on the things you do without even realizing it. And this silent acceleration of aging can creep into your life gradually until one day you wake up and wonder why you feel older than your age, why your energy is low, why your recovery takes longer, why your joints ache, why your skin is dull, and why your mind feels foggy. And most people never connect these experiences to an everyday habit because we are conditioned to treat aging as something that naturally happens to everyone at a certain age, rather than something influenced by our daily behavior. But in reality, the way your body functions inside matters far more than what you see on the outside. And right now, there is one habit that millions of people engage in every single day, a habit so common that it has become almost normal, so subtle that most people never question it. And yet it quietly pushes your body toward faster aging without you noticing. And that habit is sitting too much, sitting for hours on end while working, scrolling, watching, waiting, and living most of life in a seated position. And sitting may feel harmless because it is comfortable, convenient, and accepted. but the science shows that prolonged sitting can have profound effects on your body's internal systems, affecting everything from your metabolism to your circulation to your hormonal balance. And because so many of us have jobs, routines, and lifestyles centered around chairs, couches, desks, and screens, it is easy to overlook how much time we spend in this position and how harmful it can be over weeks, months, and years. And when sitting too much becomes routine, your body begins to adapt in ways that are not beneficial. And that adaptation is not something that stops at convenience. It translates into deeper issues that affect how your body ages every day, whether you feel it or not. When you sit for long stretches without moving, your metabolism slows down dramatically because your muscles are not being used, and muscles are one of the largest engines in your body for burning energy, regulating blood sugar, and maintaining strength. And when they are idle for too long, your body shifts into what scientists call a low metabolic state, which means the processes that keep you young and healthy begin to slow down. And this slowdown triggers a cascade of responses inside your body that contribute to aging faster. Inflammation begins to rise because the movement of blood and lymph fluid, which carries nutrients and removes waste, is less efficient when you are stationary, and inflammation is a key driver of aging because it causes oxidative stress, it weakens your immune system, and it damages tissues over time. And this is not a small change, but a fundamental shift in how your body maintains itself, because research shows that chronic inflammation is linked to many age-related diseases, such as heart disease, diabetes, arthritis, and cognitive decline. And sitting too much feeds that fire of inflammation quietly but consistently. Alongside rising inflammation, another change happens deep inside your cells. The enzymes that help process fats and sugars start to become less active, and this means your body becomes less efficient at managing blood sugar. And over time, this inefficiency can lead to insulin resistance, a precursor to type 2 diabetes and a condition that accelerates aging at a cellular level, because cells begin to malfunction when they cannot process energy properly. And this dysfunction can show up as fatigue, weight gain, stubborn belly fat, and a slower recovery after physical activity. And yet, most people do not connect these symptoms with sitting because they have been normalized in modern culture as things that happen with age rather than something caused by a behavior that can be changed. Another thing that happens when you sit for long periods is that your circulation slows, and blood flow delivers oxygen and nutrients that keep cells healthy and active. So when circulation is restricted, even slightly, this means your tissues are not receiving the full supply of what they need to function at their best. And as a result, your cardiovascular system works harder to compensate, your heart rate becomes less responsive, and your blood vessels begin to lose elasticity, which is one of the hallmarks of aging in the heart and vascular system. And this can happen even in people who exercise regularly, but still spend most of their day sitting, because short bursts of exercise cannot fully counteract hours of physical inactivity. And this means the time you spend sitting matters just as much as the time you spend moving. Your muscles also suffer under prolonged sitting because they are not engaged, and when muscles are not stimulated regularly, they begin to lose strength and mass over time, a condition called muscle atrophy. And losing muscle mass is significant because muscles are essential for stability, balance, posture, metabolism, and mobility. And when muscle strength declines, other systems in your body must compensate, which places additional stress on joints, connective tissue, and even your nervous system. And this stress triggers responses that can accelerate aging because the body has to work harder to do simple tasks. And this increased workload can create wear and tear that shows up as stiffness, discomfort, and a loss of flexibility, which many people attribute to age but may actually be a consequence of long periods of sitting throughout life. Your hormonal system is also affected by too much sitting, because hormones that regulate stress, sleep, mood, and appetite are influenced by physical activity, and when movement is limited, the balance of these hormones can shift, often increasing cortisol, the stress hormone, which can contribute to higher levels of stress and lower quality sleep. And poor sleep is another factor that accelerates aging, because this is the time when your body repairs tissues, consolidates memories, balances hormones, and clears out cellular waste. And when sleep is disrupted or shortened, these crucial repair processes are compromised, leaving your body in a state of constant strain, and the cycle continues because fatigue from poor sleep often leads to more sitting and less movement the next day. Even your skin, the most visible part of the body, is affected by too much sitting because reduced circulation, inflammation, hormonal changes, and oxidative stress all influence how collagen and elastin, the proteins responsible for skin elasticity and youthful appearance, are produced and maintained. And when these processes are compromised, the skin can lose its firmness faster, appear dull, and show signs of aging earlier than expected. And many people assume these changes are inevitable with time, but they are actually linked to how active or inactive your body remains over the years. The science behind these changes is not theoretical. It is backed by numerous studies that show prolonged sitting is associated with higher risks of chronic illnesses, premature death, metabolic syndrome, and markers of cellular aging, such as shortened telomeres, which are the protective caps at the ends of chromosomes that naturally shorten as we age. And when telomeres shorten faster than normal, the cells age prematurely. And this has been observed in individuals with highly sedentary lifestyles compared to those who move more frequently throughout the day. And this evidence makes it clear that aging is not simply an automatic process that happens with every passing year, but one that is influenced strongly by what we choose to do with our bodies each day. Most people do not notice how much time they spend sitting because it has become woven into the fabric of daily life, from working at a desk to commuting in a car, eating meals, watching videos, scrolling through phones, attending meetings, and even socializing in seated environments. And because it feels normal, there is a blind spot where the habit goes unquestioned, yet the effects accumulate silently, impacting internal systems long before visible signs appear. And this means by the time someone notices a problem, the processes that contributed to it have been underway for years, making the connection between habit and aging even harder to recognize without understanding the science behind it. This is why breaking up long periods of sitting with simple movements, standing, light stretching, walking breaks, muscle engagement, and regular activity is not just a recommendation, it is a scientifically supported way to help slow down the processes that drive accelerated aging. And by becoming aware of how your body reacts to long stretches without movement, you begin to see aging not as something mysterious, but as something you can influence every day. And once you understand this, the choices you make become more intentional, not just for your external appearance, but for the internal health of your heart, your metabolism, your muscles, your nervous system, your hormones, your skin, and your overall biological age. And this understanding is powerful because it shifts aging from a passive experience to an active process you can manage with awareness and action. When your body has been silently aging faster because of prolonged sitting, poor movement habits, or lack of activity, it begins to show signs in ways that are easy to miss if you are not paying attention closely. And these signs are often subtle at first, but become more obvious over time, like fatigue that does not seem to go away, no matter how much sleep you get, waking up tired, feeling drained after small tasks, or struggling to stay focused throughout the day. And this fatigue is not just in your mind, it reflects how your muscles, organs, and metabolism are being affected by inactivity, poor circulation, and the slow buildup of inflammation inside your body. And fatigue is often the first hint that your body is under strain and that aging processes are accelerating without your awareness. And it can affect every part of your life, from your work to your relationships to your mood, leaving you feeling low, frustrated, and sometimes even questioning why you are losing energy faster than you used to. And along with fatigue, poor sleep is a common sign that your body is being affected. Sleep patterns become disrupted. Falling asleep takes longer. Waking up frequently during the night becomes normal, and mornings feel heavy and unrefreshing. And this happens because prolonged sitting, lack of movement, and low physical engagement impact your circadian rhythm, hormone balance, and stress levels, all of which are essential to restorative sleep. And without proper sleep, your body cannot repair tissues, balance hormones, clear cellular waste, or maintain immune defenses. And over time, this compounds the signs of aging in both subtle and visible ways, leaving the skin looking dull, energy levels low, and your resilience against stress weakened. And poor sleep also amplifies other symptoms like cravings for sugar, irritability, and a decline in cognitive function, making it harder to stay alert, productive, and emotionally balanced throughout the day. Weight gain is another visible and impactful sign that your body is affected by unhealthy habits. Sitting for hours slows your metabolism, reduces the efficiency of fat burning, alters insulin sensitivity, and promotes the storage of fat, especially around the belly. And this is why many people notice that even though they eat carefully, exercise occasionally, and try to stay healthy, the scale still goes up and clothing feels tighter. And this stubborn weight gain is not a lack of willpower. It is the natural consequence of a body that has adapted to inactivity, low circulation, hormonal imbalances, and disrupted metabolism. And when this weight gain occurs alongside fatigue and poor sleep, it can feel overwhelming, but it is also one of the clearest indicators that your body is signaling for a change, and recognizing these signs early allows you to respond before they escalate into more serious health issues. Slow recovery is another important sign that your body is affected. After even light physical activity, you may notice stiffness, soreness, and lingering discomfort that takes longer than usual to resolve. And this happens because muscles are weaker, circulation is slower, inflammation is higher, and cellular repair mechanisms are not functioning at optimal speed. And every injury, ache, or delayed recovery is a reminder that your body needs more movement and attention. And it is not a failure on your part, but a signal that your lifestyle is silently accelerating the aging process. And noticing slow recovery is key because it tells you where to focus your efforts to restore balance, mobility, and resilience. And when you connect the dots between fatigue, poor sleep, weight gain, and slow recovery, you begin to see a pattern that is not random but directly tied to the daily choices you make, the hours you spend sitting, the lack of movement, and the habits that have become normalized in modern life. And recognizing these patterns is the first step toward reclaiming your body's health, energy, and youthful function. The good news is that small, simple, and consistent changes can make a huge difference, and the solutions do not require extreme routines, expensive equipment, or drastic life changes. And the first practical step is to break up long periods of sitting by standing up frequently, stretching, walking short distances, or performing light movements that engage muscles and stimulate circulation. And even standing for a few minutes every half hour can reverse some of the negative effects, while short bursts of exercise like bodyweight movements, squats, push ups, or stretching can improve metabolism, strengthen muscles, and enhance blood flow. And incorporating movement into daily tasks, such as taking the stairs instead of the elevator, walking while making phone calls, or performing simple mobility exercises during breaks, we can make a profound impact over time. Adjusting your environment is another effective strategy, creating reminders to move, arranging your workspace to encourage standing or walking, and using tools like timers, apps, or simple alarms can help ensure consistent activity throughout the day. And combining these adjustments with proper hydration, a balanced diet rich in anti inflammatory foods, and prioritizing sleep strengthens your body's internal systems, optimizes hormone balance, and supports metabolic health. And these changes also reduce inflammation, improve circulation, and enhance cellular repair, directly slowing the processes that contribute to accelerated aging. And making these solutions part of your routine ensures long term results, not temporary fixes, because consistency is what allows the body to recover, adapt, and rejuvenate at a deep biological level. Adopting small, mindful habits is key to long term benefits, and focusing on achievable, realistic goals prevents overwhelm. And by gradually increasing daily movement, you stimulate muscles, improve circulation, regulate hormones, enhance sleep, and support metabolism, all of which contribute to a stronger, more resilient body. And over time, you will notice tangible changes. Energy levels increase, fatigue diminishes, sleep becomes more restorative, recovery is faster, and stubborn weight begins to normalize, and your skin starts to appear healthier, more radiant, and firmer because circulation, hydration, and nutrient delivery are improved. And these physical changes reflect deeper internal improvements that indicate your body is aging more slowly, efficiently, and gracefully. Mental clarity and focus also improve as you break the cycle of inactivity, because increased blood flow and movement stimulate brain function, enhance alertness, reduce stress, and support mood regulation. And these effects show that the benefits of small daily actions are not limited to the body but extend to mind and emotion, creating a holistic improvement in overall health and vitality. And when you continue to implement these solutions consistently, the compounded effects over weeks, months, and years are remarkable, essentially rewiring your body's aging trajectory toward better function, strength, and resilience. The long term benefits are powerful, and they go beyond just feeling better in the moment because consistent attention to movement, lifestyle, and recovery promotes a body that operates efficiently, resists disease, maintains flexibility, and preserves metabolic function. And as a result, your biological age slows, internal systems stay healthy, and external signs of aging, such as dull skin, low energy, and stiffness, are delayed, making it possible to look and feel younger than your chronological age. And these benefits accumulate quietly but relentlessly, creating a lasting impact that touches every part of your life, from physical activity to mental performance, emotional balance, social engagement, and overall quality of life. And by understanding how simple daily habits directly affect aging, you gain control over a process that was once assumed to be inevitable, turning awareness into action and action into tangible, life-enhancing results. And the beauty of these solutions is that they are accessible, practical, and sustainable, requiring nothing more than commitment, awareness, and small repeated efforts that compound over time, reshaping the way your body ages, recovers, and functions. And by applying these strategies, you are investing in a future where your body is stronger, your mind sharper, your energy abundant, and your overall resilience far greater than it would be otherwise. And these changes ripple outward, affecting not just your physical health, but your confidence, lifestyle choices, relationships, and daily experience, creating a life that feels more vibrant, capable, and full of potential. And the more consistently you apply these principles, the more profound and lasting the benefits become, transforming not just how you age, but how you experience every day, and demonstrating that aging is not a passive process, but an active one that responds to knowledge, intention, and simple, consistent actions. Your body is sending signals every day, and the longer you ignore them, the faster time works against you. Stop this habit today and start turning back the clock on your body. You have the power to slow down aging, regain energy, feel stronger, and protect your health from the inside out. If this video opened your eyes to the truth, take action now. Like the video to show you care about your body, subscribe to the channel for simple science-backed health truths you can actually use, and share this with someone who needs this warning before it's too late. Every small change matters, and starting today can make all the difference in how you feel tomorrow. Don't wait, your body will thank you for it.